Hey, what is up, y'all? It's your girl Danielle, and welcome back to the Healthier and Wealthier podcast. As you can see, we're in a little bit of a different space today. I am in the comfort of my own home, in my bedroom, in my safe space, because this series is going to be a little bit different. We're going to call this Girl Talk Monday. And it's just going to be us just having girl talk, just as if I'm, your friend or your confidant. We're just going to talk real, okay? The first topic that I want to talk about today is we're going to talk about self care because I know as mothers and as women, we struggle with taking care of ourselves. We struggle with putting ourselves first. We struggle with all of those things because we always have things that are going on in our lives. And I want to tell you that every single thing that we do is important. Every task that we accomplish, every job that we do, we're important. We're very valuable to a lot of different people in our lives. But guess who we are the most valuable to? Ourselves. And if we are unable to take care of ourselves, how are we going to be able to take care of everybody else? It is impossible to pour from an empty cup. And I want to encourage you to think about what it is that you need and ask somebody to help you with it. One thing that I am going to start implementing in my daily life, especially at the start of the year, because we all have New Year's resolutions, is being better at asking for help. Asking for help. I grew up as an only child, honey, and I don't like asking for help. I'm an independent woman. And as much as I would love a partner to help me, I realize that I don't even really like it when people help me. And not because I don't want help, but because I like things done a certain way. And when they're not done that way, it kind of like rubs me the wrong way. And I know it shouldn't. I know it shouldn't. I know I'm not the only one who feels that way. You ask somebody to do something for you and they don't do it the way that you expect for them to. You kind of just like, I could have just done this myself. But at the end of the day, we deserve help. And many of us burn ourselves out because we don't ask for help. And I want to encourage you to start asking yourself, what do I need help with? What could I delegate to somebody else? What can I take off of my plate and allow somebody else to do? And be okay with the way that they do it. Even if you have to coach them through doing it the way that you like to do it, be willing to do that with grace and with love because you need help. You're not a superwoman. You can't do it all by yourself. And you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. So be willing to ask for help and be willing to accept the help that's given to you. Yes, you can absolutely tell somebody, I really appreciate what you did. And here's how, and I don't even want to say like, here's how you can do it better next time, but just find a way to lovingly show them how to help you better in the next time that they help you. The next thing I want to talk about is making sure that you give yourself the same time and energy that you give everybody else. We give our children, our men, our parents, almost everything that we have because we're taught very young that as women we have to be sacrificial, we have to be of service, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But as I mentioned in the beginning, it's hard to pour from an empty cup. And so be sure that you are carving out time for yourself and giving yourself the love and attention that you need. Don't be afraid to go get your nails done or do your nails yourself. Don't be afraid to take a little bit longer in the shower or to say no to some things because at the end of the day, people will only do things to and for you that you allow, right? And so you have to, as much as you build everybody else up, as much as you build up your children, you build up your community and your family and your friends, be sure that you're doing the same thing to yourself. Speak well of yourself, speak well over yourself, accept compliments. The same things that you would allow, the same things that you encourage other people to do, make sure that you're using that information for yourself. And speak well of yourself. That's what I want to close on. Speak well of yourself. I used to say things about myself like, oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, I'm an idiot. Like I really used to talk about myself like this until one day, even when I was on my fitness journey, I would look in the mirror and I would tear my body apart, tear it apart. Until one day I was like, I'm not going to talk about myself like this anymore. I'm going to do something different. I look great. I look fantastic. I've come a really long way. I'm really proud of myself. I'm consistent. I'm disciplined. I started seeing more results that way because it shifts your mindset from the negative to the positive. So, and think about it like this. If you wouldn't say it to your friend, girl, don't say it to yourself. Y'all know my sisters who are listening to this podcast, and you know me in real life. You know I am quick to be like, don't talk about my sis like that. Don't talk about my friend like that. How dare you? Don't talk about her like that. Because if you wouldn't say it to your friend, you shouldn't say it to yourself. We are our biggest critics. And yes, we always want to get better. We want to be constantly improving ourselves. But at the end of the day, we also need to speak well of ourselves because we are the bomb. You are the bomb. Think about all the things that you have overcome, all the things that you have been through, all the things that you have learned. Think about the value that you add to people's lives. Think about how much you do for your sport, for your family, and you make a big impact. You're a woman of influence, baby, and you better act like it. You better start acting like you know. So I just wanted to encourage you to take care of yourself, speak well of yourself, ask for help, accept help, and be sure that you give yourself the exact same energy that you need to give, that you give everybody else. Fill your own cup. Otherwise, you ain't gonna be good for nobody else. I love you, baby. Have a good day. Thank you for tuning into today's episode. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and be sure to share with another extraordinary woman in your life. Also, make sure that you're following us on Instagram at the Healthy Her and Wealthy Her podcast. Until next time.